I am Red Cyclone! Aria!
Yes, sir. Welcome to another episode of the It Gets Better, I Swear podcast. I'm your host, Louis Beans, and I'm here with Merc with the mic.
What is going on? What is going on?
The first thing I saw just now that's disturbing me is Tekken 8 is doing a demo, but I'm looking at a character and it's Jack 8. And you know Jack 8 is the giant robot.
Yeah.
But you know how disturbing it is that the giant robot has no shirt on? And I just realized that they've never done that in a game.
Yeah.
Like if you think back to all the Tekken games, he always has a shirt on.
That is true.
It's so weak. Like why does this giant Russian robot for some reason always have a shirt? And so when I see it without it, it's like, that's disturbing. I don't like that. I don't like
his metal nips.
Exactly. I don't want that. You've gone too far. Too far, Bandai Namco. Too far.
Yeah, the game's looking good. I told you I watched the tournament that the pro players did with the characters, and they kind of did I think it was a 3-on-3. They picked 3 characters and they eliminated each other.
Mm-hmm.
So I was watching those,
sure.
And the dude the Palestinian dude was whooping everyone's ass.
Yeah, I forgot his name. I think that's not one of the birds. Those guys play Street Fighter. Unless it was Angry Bird. I'm not sure. I think he plays Tekken also. Oh, Arslan Ash. Yeah.
Yeah, him.
Yes.
He was busting everyone's ass.
Yes, he is. He is that dude. But I know this week it's a nice change of pace, and it's something we haven't really talked about.
Yeah.
But so I'll give the shout out to Guilty Gear Strive for last week because new character FL had come out, and that's kind of going into the Game Awards discussion because she was leaked, I guess. That was a weird circumstance. People were talking about her before the show, but I think in response, then they had to just put the announcement out. But they still got a trailer, so they can't be mad. They got that money. So Strive announced FL, and then she was out the same day. Well, the next day, I believe. And she's cool.
Nice.
I don't know if you know what type of character she is. She's like, I guess she's kind of a play on the bride. Like she's a jilted bride or something like that.
Okay.
And like she has a her weapon instead of like a sword like in Kill Bill it's like some giant laser gun, right? And then the game she came out in, I'm forgetting the name because I didn't really play like that, but the game she came out in originally, like she was more firearms based and whatnot.
Okay.
So in this one they switched things up and she has more melee like special moves mixed in that combine her kicking and like slamming into you and shooting you up. But her character changed from being just a bride character, and now she's like a baby metal singer.
Okay.
Which is cool as hell because she does have like some of the scream metal.
Okay.
Like in her, I think it's her win. Like she screamed out a song or something like that. I was like, damn. All right, that's a hell of a character arc, but that's good. So how that leads into Tekken is Strive always puts out these videos that are informative if you know nothing about the character, right?
Okay.
So you can learn something at least at a basic level. So I think, and they're probably going to do this with all the characters that, or at least a few. I hope they do like at least the base roster, right?
Yeah.
Which I think is like 20 something. So that might be a lot of videos. But anyway, they put out, I see one here for Victor, which is the brand new character.
Yes.
And I reposted it on the RedCycloneInc Twitter. But it's got Team Spooky doing like a little rundown, like showing you his basic moves and combos. And like it's talking about what type of character he is.
Yeah.
Scott Steiner does not like him.
I see Justin Wong doing some stuff too. He's doing like the top tiers and what characters are broken and shit.
Do you know, is he... We talking about...
Protect Nate, yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
It looks good though. The game's looking really good. I gotta say. Like I was watching the gameplay and stuff like that. And it looks really fun.
Yeah, I mean it's still recognizable. It's not like they remade the formula, which I think at some point they should.
Yeah.
There's a lot more I think they could do to change things up because they have so many legacy moves.
Yeah.
Maybe when they get to 10.
Yeah.
Tekken X. That's it. Change it up.
Tekken X.
All right. So what you get?
Yeah.
Did you get anything come in this week?
Mostly like Christmas gifts for people. Oh, I got my I'm wearing them now. So I ordered. I got these on sale because they were going for like 160. I got them down to like $80. These are the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Gold Candy exclusives. Play headphones, so they're made for gaming. It comes with like the gaming mic and all. It has all the connections for gaming for the systems, but also you can reuse it as go. It's Bluetooth headphones. They're like a ooze green, and it has the bands for the turtles and everything. It looks really nice, and I actually think they feel really comfortable on my head. So I'm actually really happy with them, and they sound amazing. I was playing Final Fantasy 16 with it, and they sound really good. So that's what I got for myself. That's my little Christmas gift to myself. But most of the stuff that came in recently were mainly Christmas gifts for everyone but me. So I think my cat's Christmas gift just came in today. Got them little tunnel.
Was it a box?
Right, I should just get them a box, but no, it's like the little tunnels for the
okay.
shit. I got them those so they can play in. Other than that, oh yeah, NECA got me with the Usagi Yojimbo 4-pack. That's what they got me with. So they have a special Usagi Yojimbo 4-pack. One is the comic base, one is Space Usagi, one is IDW Usagi, and one is like a samurai-ish, like more of a samurai suits one. And there's a 4-pack that's signed by Stan Sasaki too. So they put it up for pre-order from NECA. They put that and the Last Ronin Raphael and Leonardo up on there too. So they got me. I'm like, damn.
Okay.
I was trying not to do anything, but I was like, fuck, that Usagi one looks sick. Because I was like, fine. This will be the last one for a while. So I got the Usagi 4-pack. Other than that, that's about it. That's all I got.
Good stuff.
Just been hawking games to go on sale. That's what have been my thing. I have like I think I got like $90 in credit on the PSN, so I'm just like waiting for that RoboCop to go on sale or fucking Baldur's Gate to go down on price, and I'll probably grab one of those.
That's having a field day today.
Yeah, man. But talking about Baldur's Gate. Did you pick up any this week or no?
No, Baldur's Gate. I'll probably wait till I go on sale. That's not me right now. No, I have to catch up and actually take the time to look at the trailers.
Yeah.
That came out because we didn't talk about the Game Awards because it happened in the middle of the week.
Well, if you want to talk about, I could run down some of the stuff, but again, like the two big things that I think like when I popped, I was like, you know what, Mike's gonna fucking pop for this too. It was the Sega thing and then the Blade. Those are the two. Like I was like, oh shit, that's cool. And then the rest was The rest, like, I could have waited for trailers or wait for like a Sony press conference or something like that. It was like nothing really like crazy and like that I need it right away kind of thing. But the Sega one surprised the shit out of me because I didn't expect what they showed at all. So I didn't expect a new Jet Set Radio. When I saw like a new looking Jet Set Radio, that shit, I popped. I was like, oh shit! That was the one thing. And I probably have not cheered for any game since like maybe Spider-Man 2's first trailer that I was excited for like that. So I was like, oh shit, they're actually gonna do Jet Set Radio. The Streets of Rage, I'm questioning. I'm like, I don't know about the 3D animation shit. And the same thing with Golden Axe. I still don't know about 3D animation stuff. Shinobi looks sick. So the ones that spotted out in that Sega trailer was the Jet Set Radio, Shinobi, and the Crazy Taxi. The Streets of Rage and Golden Axe, I'm skeptical with. But the Shinobi looked like Messenger, and it looked pretty sick.
Yeah, I didn't play Messenger, but I know what it is.
Yeah.
So that's good.
So it kind of had that feel, like it had that, or even Dead Cell. You still play Dead Cell. It kind of had that look. So I was like, huh, I see where they're going with that. That looks cool. So the Shinobi and Jet Set, I kind of popped for. Like those are the ones like, and Crazy Taxi just like it's gonna be a fun arcade game. But the Streets of Rage and Golden Axe, I'm skeptical with because the whole 3D animation to it and things like that. And I'm not like, I don't know. But you know what? And Sega's credit, they had done good beat 'em ups, aka Like a Dragon, things like that. So they know how to use a fighting system and things like that for fighting game for beat 'em ups and stuff. They have had done before. So I hope for the best for that. And then Blade, Arcane Studios doing Blade, Bethesda, Arcane Studios. I wonder if it's going to be exclusive to Xbox or if it's going to be on everything. But Marvel's Blade is coming, and that surprised me. The trailer was kind of cool. I liked the style they used. It wasn't the prettiest game, but it was like, oh shit, this actually could be looks pretty cool. And it's supposed to be set in Paris, and yeah. But I'm excited for that.
What game is set in Paris?
Blade. It's supposed to be set in Paris.
They got hood barbershops?
Yep.
In Paris?
Yeah. Probably. I don't know. I've been there.
That's very interesting. I didn't get that from that teaser, but
I didn't think either. And then they said the creator said it was gonna be in Paris and shit.
I guess that's probably what the game is probably gonna be there, but definitely the teaser, nothing to do with that. So that's cool. As far as stuff that I got to see, I didn't see that much, so I can't really talk about that much.
Yeah.
The one thing I saw that was the best thing in the whole presentation was Monster Hunter, because that's all I wanted to see.
Yeah.
The only thing I was disappointed that didn't show up was Elden Ring. So I got one, I didn't get the other one. As terms of the Sega thing, I'll wait till I play it.
Yeah.
Because as good as they all look, because they at least look like modern games, they don't look old.
Yeah.
Even for the Golden Axe and stuff, they don't look old and dated, which is good.
Yeah.
Which is, I think they understand the mission is to not take these titles lightly. Because it said it was a new direction for Sega, and it was going to bring back a lot. It's not just the ones they show.
I hope so.
So if they're going to put in the work, they have to keep up a certain level of quality to keep me interested. That's all I have to say. I'm happy I saw all of them, but at the end of the day, I need these things to run at 60, because that as cool as Shinobi looked, it wasn't running at 60. And I know there's comparisons to other stuff, but Dead Cells runs at 60.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't look like that.
Yeah.
That looked like a trailer a little bit for Shinobi. And so I give it the credit for the art style, but like I said, I can't cast any judgments until I see them running. Because the
Yeah.
Streets of Rage, yeah, it's 3D, but like if it's got tech to it, then I mess with it. Like there's certain games that are not the typical style. I'll mess with if it feels good, but it's just they just show actual beating a dude on the ground. I was like, all right. Yeah, I didn't even hear no music.
Yeah.
Like two-thirds of Streets of Rage is the music. So
Yeah.
if you're not
Shit,
coming with Yuzo
2/3 of all those
Koshiro,
games are the music. Fucking.
if you're not,
Jet Set 2.
yeah, that's true. But if you're not saying Yuzo Koshiro in the trailer, I'm already looking at you sideways because he's still there. He's still working. And actually, I'm kind of sad they don't put like real in the dirt indie games in there because he's got an indie game coming out.
Yeah.
That I think is one of those games that's compatible with Sega Genesis.
Oh, okay.
Like it's a modern game that you could play on Genesis, and like those are the types of projects that they should get like signed on them at the Game Awards. And I think that's like the only real thing that's kind of lost now that they get so big is that they do showcase a lot of independence, but these are clearly like they're a curated list of stuff, man. It's not with this little tiny indie, this one dude making this game. Like, I'll give you an example. It's the most popular game out there now. And it's like Lethal something. I forgot what it's called.
Yeah, I was just watching someone playing it. It's
like Max jumped on that. Like Justin Wong was playing that. Like you got Giant Bomb. You got people from all over playing. It's like Fall Guys. Like everybody's playing that game. I ain't see the Game Awards talk about that once.
No, I think I got nominated for like Family Game.
I'm just saying that's like the most popular game out.
And Mario.
It is what it is. It is what it is. No, I ain't seen nobody playing Mario Land. I've seen Lethal, whatever that game is. Lethal. It's not Lethal League. That's the one that stuck in my head. But that game and Mario RPG are like the two most streamed games I see like in the past week.
Lethal Company?
Lethal Company. Thank you. That's the name of the game. Like, I'm sorry to say, it is what it is. And when you got somebody like Max who had like, I was watching when I was going to catch up to the stream, the one thing I noticed was the numbers, dude.
Yeah.
His stream had more viewers than the Game Awards stream itself. And I'm not talking like oh, it was small. Like the Game Awards had 30 something K and he had like 30, 37. I was like, bruh, that's crazy.
This show was probably more entertaining.
Yeah, it was.
I'll just say. The Game Awards was boring as shit. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it was.
Like, if you're gonna showcase,
Max chill with his friends.
I had like a big issues with the Game Awards just because like they just like when the creators won, they kind of kicked them out really fast. But when like the actors came up or the actors won something, they kind of gave them time. Hideo Kojima probably got the most time, but he is who he is. With the Jordan Peele announcement and stuff like that, which again another weird ass game with a message that we have no clue what the fuck it is. I think every single game he has had from the last couple decades that he previewed had no clue what the fuck they were talking about.
I mean, that's why you're playing.
Yeah,
you trying to figure it out. Like, what the hell are you doing?
One, you had the what was the Metal Gear was the whale. Death Stranding was the random baby, and then
no, Death Stranding. Well, I mean, Death Stranding and PT was the baby.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah, and then this one is just people yelling at a fucking screen.
I mean, that's kind of like the internet.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of what that's just. Yeah. I think that message is a little less subtle.
Yeah. So, what we want to know is still what the fuck a whale is about.
This is true. Yeah, this is true.
But Hideo Kojima came out and with Jordan Peele, they were going to do a game together. And the funny thing is, if you actually go before this, Jordan Peele, I think I appeared on his podcast a few times, and then vice versa. So they've been meeting.
I did not know that Kojima had a podcast.
Yes, he does. He does have a podcast. It's like I think it's a monthly cast, and he had Jordan Peele.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
So once they saw that, they kind of saw like, yeah, that's gonna happen. We got God of War DLC that came out today. I haven't tried it yet. I just downloaded it. You had Final Fantasy 16 DLC come out last week. It's $10 for the current one, and then it's another one that's another $10, or you could do both for $25.
They didn't have it in the season pass.
No, there was no season pass for it.
Okay, all right, that's a bold move.
Yeah.
I respect. They said you're gonna buy this game.
Yep.
It's gonna be finished until we make more.
Yeah. Originally, they were not gonna make. Originally, there was no announcement for DLC. So.
I mean, listen. It doesn't just come out of thin air. They were making it. They just didn't say anything.
Yeah.
about it.
Exactly.
But I'm just saying that's kind of bold in today's day and age. Like almost everything has a season pass.
Yeah. But the show itself was boring as shit.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. I'm just glad for the. I'm just glad I got to see the Monster Hunter trailer when it happened. Because goodness gracious, they look like they spared no expense. Also, the Final Fantasy thing was cool to see, but I mean that wasn't a surprise.
Yeah,
it's just I wondered what the contents of that was, and I'm actually more intrigued with that. But I almost feel like those two things by themselves, like Capcom was going to announce that regardless, and you were just going to be like, all right,
yeah,
that's your announcement. So they're not there yet. But I think there's a space soon. If they can get a few more like A-tier hits and that sell as much as Monster Hunter,
yeah,
because that's a pretty big. That game sold a lot of copies. Yeah. But I'm just saying, if they could do that, they wouldn't need to be a part of anybody else's show.
Yeah.
Just like you know how Square, they don't have to.
Yeah.
They don't have to. They just do it to be nice. Like I would appreciate that.
Yeah, and they got a couple titles that way. Street Fighter 6 is successful and Resident Evil is successful, so they got their big three, and then they kind of play around with other stuff.
And the Exo Primal will sell those numbers.
See, if you would have just made Exo Primal Dino Crisis, that would have been solved all your problems.
I know. I don't know why they decided to do that.
And then also,
why they do that?
I think they should promote Dragon's Dogma more. They don't promote it as much as it should, especially if it's coming out not so long.
No, I see it. It has commercials and stuff. It's on YouTube.
Yeah. But it looks pretty good. From what
They had the big old presentation for it. Also, they do a lot of their stuff on their channel too.
Yeah.
And they had that was the 28th. So 2 Tuesdays ago, that was when they did the announcement for the date and stuff.
Yeah.
So, nah, bro, they out there preaching the word of Dragon's Dogma. It's just the Game Awards. It's like, what have you done for me lately?
Yeah.
So that's how it works.
What advertisement we could get off you?
Kinda sucks. What have you done for me lately?
Yeah. But yeah, Game Awards. Definitely next year. I'm probably just gonna wait for the trailers and wait for the trailers to go on YouTube and not really watch the awards. I wasn't crazy about it. And yeah, Baldur's Gate won most of the awards. Alan Wake got a few key ones. Super Mario Wonder, I think, won for family. Street Fighter 6 won for best fighting game, which it should have. But other than that,
did it win for best fighting game or did it win best multiplayer?
No, it won best fighting game.
Okay, because there was some. It was in the best multiplayer. I think that was what? There was only 3 games in there that made any sense to be in there.
Yeah. And then Cyberpunk won for continuing support.
That's weird.
We applaud you for fixing your fucking game.
That's a weird one. I feel like they see this is the problem I have with the show is that there feels like there were like too many concessions to get certain people awards.
Yeah.
That feels like that was made for CD Projekt Red to win.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's some
they made that particular for them.
yeah, no, 100%.
Yeah.
100%.
That's the funny shit too, is the fact that it's like there's a lot of people bitching about Spider-Man not winning. I honestly I love Spider-Man, but I knew it was not gonna win Game of the Year.
Yeah, but it didn't win nothing. That's kind of the part where it's like
You know
that's
what's funny,
kind
though?
of weird.
I was
That's
like-
ass.
But I was like, everyone's talking like, oh, I didn't win nothing and things like that. I was like, okay, what sold more? Spider-Man outsold that whole category in 1 week. So I'm like, yeah, see, there's a difference because, yeah, but Spider-Man made its money. So the awards don't really need nothing. Like, it's good to have the accolades, but it doesn't really fucking matter. And mainly they want to, they have enough money to make the next game. It goes
Yeah,
from
but
there.
that doesn't have to do with the fun and speculation of who's gonna win the award show.
Man, you know who was gonna win. Like, honestly.
No, he didn't know who was gonna win besides Baldur's Gate. Like
Yeah.
I
Baldur's
predicted
Gate.
a Zelda sweep.
Nah,
and they
I
didn't
had
win
Baldur's
anything.
Gate. I had Baldur's Gate also because of the studio, and that was the other thing too. It's like, yo, it's a low school, is a small studio, like a small company, like small
It's
studio.
not
that-
small. It's
Well,
not small.
It was a small.
That's the
game.
controversy. It's
Yeah.
not small.
Yeah.
It's independent.
Yeah.
It's not small.
Okay, so independently run company that got the Game of the Year. It was gonna be. I had a big feeling it was gonna be between that and or Alan Wake, because Alan Wake was sweeping. It was getting awards too. That was that Boulder Gate was against it as well. So I was like, it's gonna be one of those two. Because and then somehow or some way the Game Awards have a hard on for Remedy games. So like they love them. They give them so much showcase no matter what.
Them and
Control,
Kojima. Yes.
yeah. Kojima and Control had so much time within those years when they came out. So it's
I mean, I
it's-
still say Control is one of the best games that people didn't play because it did
I
a
tried,
lot of shit.
dude. I tried
That's
playing
different.
it. I tried and I couldn't get into it.
It's such a good game.
Yeah, I got it. And,
It's so good.
So I Jackie also my girl Jackie, she tried it and she couldn't get into it, and she likes weird games, like she liked the Detroit Destroy Human and things like that, but she couldn't get into it. But I may have to take a crack at it again one day. I'll sit down and play again. But
It's a weird story, but like I just like how the gameplay is.
alright.
Like that's the thing is there's certain things that catch me because for me it's more gameplay
Yeah,
related. Like I don't really have to understand your story, your weird story. 'Cause that's just what Remedy do.
yeah,
But I like to float around in the air and shoot those weird red people and throw stuff, and it's good.
yeah.
It just look good. And it's got like super what do you call that? It's a very photogenic game also
Okay.
because of how it looks. Like when you get to certain areas and like it's just a specific control type of deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see how it's like it's too, I don't want to say regular, but because it takes place inside of a building,
Yeah.
a lot of the architecture and stuff is like, oh, this isn't that exciting. Because now I'm in the basement and there's just a bunch of doo-doo over there because we have the septic tanks down. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's that type of, yeah, this is like a real world environment.
Yeah.
But it's just, fuck, man. I don't know. Something about the ladies' powers and stuff, like in
Yeah.
the shooting is real good. The shooting is good.
Yeah.
I like the gun. I like the gun.
Yeah. So like there was the same people that did Alan Wake 2, so they gave him a lot of highlights and stuff like that, and they always have something like that. And here Kojima, he would get, like, if he wanted a whole hour, they'll give him the whole hour.
I mean, why not? Let's
Yeah.
see what he can do.
Yeah.
I would give him an hour.
And then he also putting teases of stuff inside his game that we were having a conversation about, like he's the CM Punk of Konami. Like he may come back. And you never know.
No, you said people are speculating on
something.
him having a teaser in his trailer
Yeah.
because they want to see a word in somebody's eye.
Yes.
Is what the internet is saying. I'm saying he is not Philip, and they mess with that man's time and that man's money, and he is like, I'm taking all of that, and I like it's the principle behind why he formed his own company.
Yeah.
Is because of how badly they treated him at the end.
Yeah.
So, bruh, they can speculate a lot. I'm not on board.
Yeah.
I'll see it when it happens.
Yeah,
Show me the check.
Show you the check. Yep. This is
Show
gonna
me
be
the
a big
check.
money check and see what happens. But yeah,
Show me the check.
the Game Awards again. I think I'm gonna pass on next year's, and I'll just watch it from. I'll watch the trailers from.
Just watch somebody else streaming.
Yeah.
That's what I do. I never watched the show. When it first started, well, actually, never mind. The Game Awards. Every Game Award show since the beginning that has been available on some type of streaming or whatever, I just watch somebody else streaming. Because I usually, in the beginning, it was Giant Bomb.
Yeah.
And I would just watch with them. So, yeah, it's never really that bad of an experience. But I understand it do be dry.
And I don't like definitely.
It do be dry. Yeah, it do be feeling like stale bread. So I understand.
Yes.
But this stuff I want to play. It's just, again, my whole thing is I didn't see everything. So there's a new Mana game that's they put money. Go ahead.
No, I got you. No, yeah, I saw that trailer too, the Mana game.
I'm glad that series has survived because that came from Super Nintendo. That was actually on Game Boy, actually.
They did a remaster of the original one.
They did, and then they have the Trials one came out on the last generation, so they keeping it alive. I'm not mad.
There's a lot of games coming out. It's a crowded January 1st.
I want to see people play Resident Evil 4 VR because Resident Evil 2 was it? No, Resident Evil 4 original VR was bananas.
Yeah.
Again, that was like the perfect stream game because watching Max play that, it was hilarious, dude. He put on the jacket and everything. He was sweating his ass off. But it was like, it's such a good implementation of VR because it didn't make him nauseous.
Yeah.
So I'm like, he got to actually stream it for a while, and to see the way you can solve that game in VR, it's kind of messed up. So I want to see the remake version of the VR when people get their hands on that. I think it's out.
Yeah, I think it came out.
That was another one.
It was nominated, I think. I think it won best VR.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
That's a perfect game for VR though. Like I think that genre is like probably perfect for VR.
That's true. I agree. I'm not gonna
like
say
that's the shit you want to play is the spooky shit because it's gonna scare the shit out of you if you like to be scared.
Well, not Resident Evil, because if you're playing Leon's game, you can just backflip and do roundhouse kick over there.
You still gonna have something pop out of your eyes.
And then you shoot him in the kneecap and then kick him in the head. That's how Resident Evil 4 works, man.
Yeah.
You ain't afraid of nobody.
I gotta play.
Giant tadpole monster, I'll beat your ass.
I gotta play 4. I haven't played the new 4.
That is we could do one for because we still have time.
Yeah.
12. We could do how many more to the end of the year? 2 more? 2 more casts?
Yeah.
That's my game of the year.
Yeah.
Because I still can't believe they made it.
Yeah.
It shouldn't exist. Like I don't see you take it for granted. We here already.
Yeah.
I don't think you remember like that game was a rumor for like 15 years.
Yeah.
And people was always saying why. Nobody's gonna actually remake Resident Evil. That was before they made 2. And then once they made 2 and it came out the way it came out, people was like, yeah, remake everything.
So it was crazy.
Except one. Except one, because one
was good.
People say perfect. One is perfect. The remake of one, just leave it alone.
Yeah, that was the one that was in the GameCube, right?
That was the GameCube one.
Yeah, that was good. That's when they went
And
exclusive to GameCube.
hmm
Yeah, I remember that.
so again, and people say 4 regular is like the GOAT GameCube game and leave it alone. But I'm like, you know what? I saw what they did to 2, and I knew they weren't trying to do like half-ass it,
Yeah.
and they were trying to spend all the money. And I'm like, oh, just do it. If you're trying to spend all the money, do it.
I might. There's 2 games I want to try to finish before we do our like in-year cast. I want to try to play Alan Wake 2, and I also want to. I played Baldur's Gate. I played a good like maybe 4 hours of it because the trial will let you play 4 hours. So I did play that, and I see the depth of what you can do in that game, and I could like. It's something you could really have fun with if you're very creative. You could do some really stupid shit, which I'm like, I was like, I have some really weird ideas. Let's do this. So I'm very it's getting me more. And then shout outs to Lil Steven. He's been playing it, so he's been kind of telling me and trying to like, yo, I think you're gonna like it. He said like it's really silly. He like that was the big thing. He was like. I like a dragon because it's the silliness of the RPG. Like honestly, if it was any other RPG in the same gameplay, I probably would not have not liked it. But the fact that it has the silliness of what Like a Dragon is, I enjoyed it. And he says the same thing. Like this is an RPG, but it's the max of stuff that you could do and the conversations you have are hilarious. And he said there's a lot of crazy story into it, that everything has a story, even the way you do it. So not like he said, my game run is not going to be the same as yours 100%. Like we're both going to have, we'll probably go to similar things, but we 100% probably won't have the same outcome. So I was like, all right, that's something that gets me interested. So I want to try that out. I want to try Alan Wake 2 because I've been hearing nothing but great things. I do gotta play Resident Evil 4. I own it. I just haven't touched it, and it's like one of those games on my backlog. Also the Resident Evil 2 and Resident Evil 3 remakes as well on my backlog as well. And then what was the other one I wanted to play before the year end? I tried to get into Mirage. I didn't like it. I think probably one of the most boring Assassin's Creed.
Which one?
Mirage.
Oh yeah.
Right now, like if I had to say what's my game of the year, the game that had the most like feeling for it, I will 100% probably say it was Spider-Man 2 because I just really loved how they did everything. But if I had, it's between that and then I really liked Final Fantasy 16. I thought that game was great. I really enjoyed it. I thought the story was good. It had that Game of Thrones feel, but it also had like these crazy epic battles that you get into the story with. I thought the voice acting was very good for it too. And the game design was pretty cool. So that was actually one of my favorites too. I like the Jedi Survivor too. I thought that was a really good one as well.
Yeah, I think that's a game that got lost in the shuffle.
100%. Because I feel like it came out. I think that one came out in between a lot of good games. I think it came out between Zelda, the new Zelda game, and it came out between that. I think that came out between that and Baldur's Gate, the first one.
Yeah,
Baldur's Gate.
That's true. That's true.
No one has time. Like if you're playing these games, how the fuck we're gonna have time for shit? No.
Yeah, between those two specifically, because those are probably two of the most time-consuming, and then replay.
Jedi Survivor came out.
If it came out in the summertime, then it makes sense.
April 28th.
It came out the end of spring. It came out the same month as Legend of Zelda.
Yeah,
that's not good. That's not good. I know it got a good
2
week,
weeks, a week before.
A solid, and I think that was the solid week where I saw people getting into it.
Yeah.
And then once Legend of Zelda came out, whoop, that's it.
Yeah. So it like the timing. The timing.
That was the same thing. Technically, that was the same thing with Resident Evil.
Yeah.
But it dipped and came back because I saw more people start playing it. Like once everybody finished it.
Yeah. Because
Mercenaries was the patch, and then the interest kicked in, and then Ada came earlier this year.
Yeah.
And then it dipped and went up and down. But yeah, I'm just talking in terms of what was I saw actively being played and put up and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jedi Survivor kind of bit
Jedi
the bullet.
Survivor, and I think Street Fighter 6 came out around that time.
No, Street Fighter was July,
July.
but I think that was one of the the betas probably.
Oh, okay. So yeah. So like again, it had a week before Jedi Survivor. No, Zelda came out a week after Jedi Survivor.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, I could see it getting lost in the mix, and it was a good game, but I felt like it got lost in the mix. And I thought they did a good job with that game,
Mm-hmm.
but sadly, that is what it is.
It is what it is.
For Resident Evil 4, I'm gonna try. You know what? Within the last 3 weeks, if we do the year end, like the beginning of January and shit, we could do like the year end stuff. I'll try to at least play two of the 3 games. I'll try to play. I still want to play RoboCop too. I think I can win game of the year, but I just still want to play.
I mean, you don't know that.
Hey, it might be my.
You could explode a punk's crotch region, and you'd be like, damn, that's it, game of the year.
Damn right.
So you never know.
Yeah. Also, like The Last of Us remake came out this year. That was a good one too.
It came out. Oh, I didn't even realize.
January.
Oh, that's why. Okay.
Yeah, it came
Did
out.
it come out that early? I forget. Yeah.
Resident Evil came out around that time too.
When did John Cena come out in Fortnite? Was it this year or last year?
This year.
That was this year. That was a big moment.
Yeah. Outside of video game news, there's a big announcement that actually happened today. McFarlane Toys signed an agreement to Hasbro. So McFarlane Toys be doing Transformers, Power Rangers, G.I. Joe, Dungeons and Dragons. Those are everything they have, and then they also have the sports guy, the basketball ones, the starting lineups. So I wonder if they're still working with DC then.
I mean, it's all contract based. I guess maybe one runs out and they just
That's
pick up another one.
crazy, because then that ends the whole DC shit. Nah.
I mean, you know how this works.
That's crazy.
It can't work on a hot dog and a handshake. It's got to work on a contract. I don't know when it ran out or if it's running out. You think he could take on that much work?
Hey, it's a whole thing. All right, so it's continuing. McFarlane Toys and Warner Brothers will consumer products and announcement. So they still go like that, but they're adding Hasbro, so they have exclusives. They could do you might see some McFarlane Hasbros. You might see some McFarlane's.
I wanna see stuff that's weird by him. I wanna see McFarlane Thundercats.
Oh, so the only thing they're not allowed to do is Marvel and Star Wars.
Marvel and Star Wars.
So McFarlane Toys cannot do Marvel and Star Wars.
Alright.
So
it is what it is.
Transformers, G.I. Joes, Power Rangers, and Ghostbusters could be happening for that.
Alright. Okay.
I could get a nice Green Ranger McFarlane figure.
I mean, I don't just want him to do the regular Rangers. I would like him just to. Who has the rights to Kamen Rider?
Toei.
In America. Is it just them, or do they go through Hasbro?
If it's Toei, it's usually Bandai.
Then I won't get what I want. Because I would like him to do those costumes, because those costumes are insane.
Yeah, they are. I've been looking at them so much, like, because that website I have watching the Sensei's, they have the Kamen Rider. So I was looking. I'll pick a random episode just to see how the suits look, and then the current one that we were doing last week, the RPM version, one of the girl that's the Silver Ranger, she was a Kamen Rider character. So I looked up the character she was in. She was pretty cool.
Okay.
She was like a bumblebee. Looked like a bumblebee.
I'm just saying, in the U.S., the options are extremely limited because they don't like to let other people do their stuff. I understand it. Listen, I understand. You don't want people to mess up your property. I get it, but if you were to work with McFarlane, Jesus Christ, you know how high detail those things are. God damn. That, and I don't want to just the SH figure arts and all that stuff and the
Yeah.
Bandai versions. They still don't be dropping the prices,
No,
man.
they don't. You could probably get deals on like on comic on like Comic Cons and stuff like that, but they'd be expensive. I've been looking at the Dire Ranger fucking red for the longest time, and at one point I could have caught it for $60, but now it's nothing less than $120, and I'm like, damn, I should have bought it when I had a chance.
Yeah, this is true. This is
But
true.
the common writers look sick though. They look like something you want to display though. You want a nice
Mhm.
shelf, a nice piece, and
Yeah,
they look cool. I was even looking at the Yakuza figures that they have because they just came out with Ichiban. I think IGN shop was had them on sale for like $80. They had Ichiban
wow.
on sale, and then I have Majima. I missed out on Kiru, but I got Majima. And Kiru doesn't go lower than fucking 140.
Yeah, that's what I figured. That's what I figured.
Yeah, Majima I caught, and I caught that one actually on a sale. So I caught Majima for like 80.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I would like the suit Majima with the ponytail.
Yeah.
Like in Zero, I would like that Majima.
I would want the Kiryu from this game
Yeah, the black suit. Yeah, that would be dope.
with the shades
Yeah, that would be cool.
and maybe a little stand for the wrist thing because you're not really gonna do that.
Yeah.
Make them zip around, but I would like that. Yeah, this rich watch.
Yeah.
I came with a little toy drones.
Yeah.
I would. Come on, man.
That'd be cool.
Fuse with the smoke coming out the back. Listen, I got ideas. I played that game.
Yes, I'll be down for that too.
You know what? Here's a category that I think didn't get any love this year. What was the best music of the year? They ain't say it. They had some catch-all phrase. Best like audio something.
I
Listen,
think
I'm
Final Fantasy 16 won it. Which
Oh really?
I agree with that one.
I
Really good
I
music.
shame on you. I say like a Dragon Gaiden had the best music.
They had good music.
Those boss fights, come on, man. You kidding me?
Yeah, they had really good
Like
music.
every boss had a good music.
And then
every-
Hi-Fi Rush too.
Okay. I
Hi-Fi
give
Rush was a
credit.
good one too.
True that. But I'm just
I'll give it to Gaiden. I really enjoyed the music in Gaiden because I saw myself like bouncing while I was playing the game and shit too.
Yeah, man, I'm just saying they be getting you hyped for them fights. That dude with the glasses with the poker,
Yeah.
that man tried to whoop my ass. Only thing that got me through was like, okay, you think you about it? All right, I'm about to charge up this kick. Watch what happens. That's how I beat that entire game.
Yeah.
Every boss
It was
fight.
like Hulk up.
No, so I know you could do the what do you call it, the extreme heat mode?
Yeah.
To tell you the truth, I probably used that like twice in the entire game.
Oh wow.
Cause I've seen videos of like, oh, you could chain together like both of the styles and stuff. Let me tell you how I beat like a Dragon Gaiden. I pressed down on my D-pad, and then I held triangle, and then when I hit the boss, I pressed triangle again, and I did that like 4 times for every boss.
Oh,
And I'm not lying.
that was the only extreme thing I used. Is like I used the droids extreme thing because they would be like a legion of them. They would knock all the motherfuckers out.
Nope. I played around with every like the lower tier enemies,
Yeah.
but once I see that the enemy breaks out of combos, dragon style, press triangle, hold triangle. You want to hit me while I'm charging? Guess what? You got super armor. Sorry, that move is broken. It's literally one because then the chain has you unlock the thing where if you hit somebody in the face with that kick, you press triangle when you have heat and you do another kick,
Yeah.
and the kick shows the face and the foot. Yo, I think that's one of the funniest heat actions in that entire game.
Yeah.
Because then the impact is not on the foot hitting the face. The enemy loses health when they go flying off into the distance like Team Rocket.
Yeah.
That's my yeah. I was like, they know what they're doing. That's messed up, and that's all I did to beat that game.
All I'm
telling
saying, yo, Sega,
2 buttons.
you have the Like a Dragon creators on your payroll. What game is very similar to Like a Dragon that you could really do something with music and beat 'em ups? Streets of Rage.
Yep, there you go.
Give them Streets of Rage.
This is true. That's all you gotta do.
Give them Streets.
All you
You
gotta
could
do.
even give them Golden Axe, but Streets of Rage you should definitely give them.
Mhm.
I could hear some like stylish jungle music for Golden Axe. That's the reason why I'm like, you give them that too. But let the Like a Dragon people do like Streets of Rage, and then you can have Kiru as a bonus character.
There's a Scott Steiner doesn't like it. There's a special game that came out for the anniversary of Sega. I think it was 6 or 7 years ago.
Yeah, think I remember it. I think we talked about it.
Like a Dragon beat 'em up that they made. It was Streets. It was an homage to Streets of Rage 2,
I remember that. I remember seeing it.
and it's like Yakuza. I forgot what it's called. I still have it somewhere in the list, but yeah, they had a chance to do that, and they didn't flush that out, and I'm kind of sad. Streets of Kamurocho. That's the name of the game.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember seeing that.
It was like a little simple beat 'em up. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just wish they would have kept doing that. But I mean, like you said, they could.
Yeah,
They
they
could.
could. Why don't they? Just do it.
Just do it.
Just do it. I'll
All right.
100% buy this game if they did it.
Yeah, I mean, listen. I
I'll
mean,
buy
you
the-
gonna
I'll
have to
buy the
ask.
box
I was
set.
gonna buy it anyway. But
I'll buy the collector's edition. I'll buy the box set. They just fucking get this going, dude.
as long as it's not from limited run games,
Yeah.
they take forever.
Yeah.
And I just saw that somebody's. I think it's Sega also doing another collector's item that I want.
Yeah.
I think it's like an album, and it's not expensive. It was like $40, and I was like, it's
The
with
vinyls
limited
don't take
run.
that long. The vinyls
They
don't take
don't.
that long. No. The
Oh,
only
they
things that
do.
take that long is the collector's edition and if they had to get physical copies of a game.
Okay.
That's what takes long. Vinyls and like any like books, like the strategy guides and like the special strategy guides, they don't take long.
All right.
Because I got the Nintendo vinyl, and when I pre-ordered it, it came in maybe the next month.
Oh damn. All right.
So the
All right.
vinyls are not that bad. So that's something I learned.
Okay.
I want to get into this movie.
Yes, sir. This week's movie we have is Kick-Ass 2. Kick-Ass the second. Kick-Ass Dose, if you will. 2013. Rated R. And it is 143. Let's see. Did you see this in the theater? I did not.
I did not. I missed this out. I missed out on this in the theater.
This is the first time I have seen this movie. It says it premiered August 16.
Yep.
2013. We have directed by Jeff Wadlow. Did he do the first one? I don't know.
No, he did not.
He did the new Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Yes. Bates Motel.
Bates Motel. Wait,
True
that's executive
Memoir
producer? Where's the record stuff? Come on.
Director.
He's the director stuff. Oh, he's also. Yeah. I don't.
No.
No.
Never Back Down.
Never Back Down. The Back Down. No. But I know that movie. I did see that movie.
Yeah.
It's not great, but I know what it is. I know what it is though. So there you go. That's all up by that's about all I can say is I saw that movie.
Yeah.
So writing credits we have Jeff Wadlow, and then we also have credited for the book Mark Millar, John Romita Jr.
Yeah.
Do you know if they were involved with the movie directly? Like they wrote the script?
I know this was based off of the Hit Girl miniseries and
Okay,
slightly the ending of the second book of Kick Ass,
gotcha. Okay.
but more on Hit Girl.
Did you get a chance back then to read any of that
I
stuff,
read the whole
or were
thing.
you
I
not?
read the whole series. It was a good series. This movie tried to play off of it a bit more with Hit Girl, but Kick
Yeah.
Ass, I felt like Kick Ass was the secondary character here, and I think they should have focused more on Hit Girl in this movie. Like this should have been her movie and not Kick Ass too.
Oh, I see what you're saying. They
Yeah,
should have called it Hit Girl.
yeah.
Yeah, I guess so. Is this supposed to be a third one, or is like the next movie called Hit Girl or something?
Yeah,
Is this
it
not?
looked like they were gonna build it into being Hit Girl, but I don't think they're doing it anymore.
Damn, that sucks. I mean, this movie's kind of rough, and
Yeah,
this movie goes place. It,
yeah,
2013. All right, this is a different time. 2013.
yes,
That's all I gotta say.
yeah.
This is a different time. This movie is mature in its content. Um, we have Aaron Taylor Johnson as Dave Lewinsky / Kick-Ass. We have Chloe Grace Moritz as Mindy McCready / Hit Girl. Morris Chestnut as Detective. Marcus Williams. Claudia Lee as Brooke. Amy Ansell as Mrs. Zane, excuse me. Clark Duke as Marty / Battle Guy. Augustus Prue as Todd / Ass Kicker. Mary Kitchen as news reporter. Why is she so high up here? Hey, Mary Kitchen, what's up with that? Donald Faison as Dr. Gravity. That's pretty good. Matt Steinberg, Mr. Radical. Stephen McIntosh as Tommy's dad. Monica Dolan, Tommy's mom. Not mom. Anybody else? I'm sure there was like some more like cameos in this
John
movie. Right?
Leguizamo as Javier.
How's he so far down?
Yeah.
What's up with this?
Mr. Mako, I guess, was Yancey Butler.
Jim Carrey, Colonel Stars and Stripes.
Yeah.
That was a good role. I guess that's about it, right? No, Chuck. We got Chuck Liddell as Chuck Liddell.
There you
That
go.
was a pretty funny. That was a funny scene. Yeah, I think that's about it.
And Paul Vaspo as Guido 1.
That's my man's right there. Guido 1. That was my favorite side character, Guido 1. Yep.
Guido 1.
No. I'm lying. Pimp Daddy. Ellis Crew Andy as Pimp Daddy. There you go. So this one, let's read what it say. Following Kick-Ass's heroics, other citizens are inspired to become mass crusaders. But Red Mist leads his own group of evil supervillains to get revenge, kill Kick-Ass, and destroy everything he stands for. So, I would like to say that this movie kind of amps up with the last one left off. The other one was very graphic, right?
Yeah.
But this one has some things that happen in it that I'm not sure that anybody likes to talk about.
Yeah.
Then again, I think it does add to certain characters.
Yeah.
Specifically the main villain.
Yeah.
Because he is not Red Mist anymore. That was his superhero name, he says. Do you remember what his supervillain name is? I do. The motherfucker. What?
Yeah.
Insane. This thing is like, this movie goes off the rails, dude. It's kind of nuts. The way he tried to get back at Kick-Ass. slowly dismantling his team. Mother Russia just murking everybody.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy. So it's a lot. It's a lot. Then it has like its own little expansion on the Hit Girl character. Like you said, it's
Yeah.
more, I could see it if it was a Hit Girl movie. I could see it.
Yeah.
Because they did the work to like expand who she is. Then they had their own little Mean Girls moment.
Yeah.
But then it has the resolution that is ridiculous in this movie.
Oh man, that was
Pulls
the
no
worst.
punches.
That was the worst. Imagine. I was like, damn, that was nasty.
Is it true?
If I was a janitor in that school, I would quit that day. I'm like, oh fuck this, I quit. I go to hell. Yeah, this one had a weird. So, like I said, if they would have just made it more on the focus of Hit Girl, which I think they did a lot in this one, I would have took it more because it felt like Kick-Ass kind of took the back seat role of this. Like he did have crazy shit that happened to him, like his dad fucking getting killed and shit. But it was a focal point on Hit Girl. And I actually think they should have characterized her more because she's the one that actually knows how to fucking be a hero. And I think that there was also ways that she even told them like they all didn't know how to do shit. And she was probably better than them. She could have taught a lot of them things like that. So you could have had that dynamic of her wanting to teach these people and things like that too. So it's like that's where I see this movie as. But the action scenes, I'll say that it would be the highlight of the movie, and then the whatever she gave them to make them puke and shit at the same time had me fucking rolling. But yeah, it was alright. It wasn't as like strong as the first one, per se. But then again, the storyline also wasn't as strong. If you read the the Kick-Ass 2 comic, it wasn't as strong as that first run. So it kind of went to a different direction, and it kind of went more of a softer route. So this one, I kind of felt like it just went to let's get violence while we could get violent kind of thing. It didn't have that standout moment either, like Big Daddy. That scene was fucking crazy when he was like getting killed and the fucking fight scenes. I thought the fight scenes in the first one were better, but they had some good ones.
Okay.
I liked Jim Carrey's character. I thought he was funny. A little weird.
I thought it was good.
Yeah.
I thought it was a lot of it was it played well off of what was ramping up at the end of the last movie, because I saw the continuation, so I get it. And having not read the book, I don't have that attachment to the character Hit Girl like that. So if I'm taking it from 1 to 2, I thought it was a good sequel.
Okay.
I think it's just was more on the action, less on the overall like emotional thing. But even then, if you take the first movie and kind of wrap up the emotional thing, it's probably like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So I guess this one is more spread out since we have to deal with Hit Girl in the beginning, like her unsure of herself because she wanted to. So they did that whole thing. So like I could say if you watch it from 1 to the second one, it's like it makes more sense than if you have the knowledge from the books, because I think it probably does the character a disservice.
Yeah.
If you have the knowledge of the Hit Girl from the book, so I can see that, but like I can't have that brain because I didn't read the book, so I just thought it was dumb and funny, and loud and violent. And I kind of miss movies like these because they don't make them like this.
Yeah.
Because they can't. Because people get sad.
Yeah, and this dude did some fucked up shit too. So it was like,
Because adults get apparently grown adults get sad watching R-rated movies. I don't understand. Anyway, I'm still gonna give it a 4. I liked it.
Okay.
I liked
where
it.
you gonna put this at? So your 4s consist of Ghost Rider, League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, Incredible Hulk, Losers, V for Vendetta, Road to Petition, Hellboy, From Hell, Amazing Spider-Man, and Red. Iron Man 2.
Put it above Red. Above Red.
Again, I enjoyed the action scenes. I actually enjoyed it for what it was. I did. Again, I would just say, like, if I nitpick and actually do something, I would put more of the focus on Hit Girl and her story, and then adding him more into the mix, than him being the main focus point, and then like that, because I thought her story was more interesting in the second sequel. But other than that, the action scenes were cool. The characters, the other characters were funny too. I like the Dr. Gravity and shit. I like Donna Faison, so anything he does, I'm actually happy to see him and stuff. So I'll go 3.75 with me, and this is gonna go. Where's my thing? This is going under. This is going over. Where I put it? Constantine. Our next movie is our final movie of this 20. What was it? 2013 is our final movie of 2013. This is Thor: The Dark World. And then after that,
I've never seen this.
You never. This is. I will say there's things I like about this movie, but I will say this was not my favorite Thor movie. I thought 1 and 3 were better movies, but we'll see. I haven't watched it in a long time. We have I, Frankenstein start kicking off 2014. We have RoboCop after that. Captain America: Winter Soldier, Amazing Spider-Man 2, X-Men: Days of Future Past, Edge of Tomorrow, Guardians of the Galaxy, Ninja Turtles, Sin City 2, Hercules, and that'll wrap up 2014. And then our preview of 2015 will be Age of Ultron, Kingsman, Ant-Man, Fantastic Four, and that will be all 2015. There was only 4 superhero movies in 2015.
Gotcha. Okay. All right.
Kingsman is a good one too. All right, so Thor: The Dark World next week, and we wrap this up.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you for listening to another episode of the It Gets Better I Swear podcast. Make sure you check us out anywhere and everywhere. RedCycloneInc. That is Twitter, Tumblr, and Instagram. That is YouTube. That is SoundCloud. That is Spotify. And we got a WordPress.
Yep.
Where you at, Mark?
You can follow me on Instagram, Tumblr, Twitter, YouTube, SoundCloud, and Twitch, or Mark the Mic. Also follow my TikTok on Mark the Mic. I've been posting figure photography and a bunch of other stuff in there, so definitely check it out when you get a chance. Shout outs to Tenacious T, Jeremy Sawacha, and Straw Hat Tyler. They all do a pop culture podcast called Popcorny. Check them out. They're on Spotify, Popcorny. Definitely check it out. And shout outs to our other podcasts. We have some new ones coming up. We got the Morphin Cast, Not a Trekkie. We got Shell Shock and the Gamer Rage. We'll be recording Gamer Rage and Shell Shock later this month. And we got a new Morphin Cast and Not a Trekkie coming soon. Morphin Cast is off of Engine Sentai Go Ranger. And our Not a Trekkie is off of Season 4 of Clone Wars, which been fantastic, by the way. And that's it. Always remember, follow the Jinkies.
Get ready for the ride. Yo, buckle up, get ready for the ride. Get set for the vibe unfolding. See life like an action sequence. Put it down, let the beat start rolling. Upload to the mainframe. I'm on the satellite holding in. I see my people stepping it up now. Download that, we go with it. Got them moves, got them vibes. We got the strategy, do it